Hello, hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello. So they're already coming in. Teresa Cherry and Mary Casey.
Hey,
Julie
Teresa.
Conlin. Hi, Miss Linda. So welcome everybody to Decoupage Queen's Creative Hour. My name is Teri Lightsey, and we're always so lucky to have the fabulous Mara from Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara.
It's so sweet.
I tell everybody, I said, and since I've met you, I've said you are one of the most wonderful teachers. Yeah, I think that if you want to learn, you're the one to watch.
You're so sweet. Thank you.
Honestly. So it's always a treat to have you on because, and I was saying it all week, I'm like, I'm excited because, you never can stop learning. I feel you never know everything. So in order for you to grow, you learn and you do all the things. So,
yes,
so hello.
I always say, the more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
That's very true. That's so very true.
Hi and welcome. We just had a nice lady that came into the shop and she's trying to be so quiet as a mouse. And feel free to go behind me. You absolutely can. Ruth is in that room. She can help you if you need help, okay? She's so
in case you don't know, Mara has... Yeah, of course. Mara's in her shop. So there's, real life happening. So, of course. So just a little housekeeping really quickly. Most of you are used to watching Mara in portrait mode. But if you please turn your phone to landscape mode, you'll actually see the full view, the full picture of her. And then also, as always, on Creative Hour, at the end of Creative Hour, we will pull a winner to win a goodie bag full of Decoupage Queen rice papers. All you have to do is make sure you're following Decoupage Queen, following Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara, and then, share and like the video. We've made it really easy. We stopped all the tagging stuff because, people were like, what and how?
They're like, wah, wah.
Yeah, they're like, what is that? This shift stuff, number 2 stuff. So anyhow, also, before I turn the screen over, so if you see right here, your little name is up on the screen. So hi to Tamara and Kathy. That's just our little way of saying hello to you without me interrupting Miss Mara, because, like I said, she gives out good info. So if you're ready, I'll turn the screen over to you.
Absolutely. Hi, everybody, and welcome. Thank you, Teri, for inviting me back again. I'm always just so amazed how you guys just keep asking me back and back and back.
I bug the dickens out of you until you give me a date. So,
oh, you're so sweet. Well, I love being here with you, ladies. Welcome. Come on in. So I've actually changed my mind about this project because Teri booked me for this date probably well over a month ago. And I actually thought I was all ready. And then what I was going to use for today, I wound up using bits and pieces of it yesterday. So that kind of scrapped that idea. So we're somewhat as in usual Mara fashion. We're kind of sort of flying by the seat of our pants, but I am somewhat prepared. So we're going to do a little bit of Christmas. Of course, if you're new to me, I love all the things. Mixed media is kind of my jam. And I like to create kind of intuitively. So I always say you don't always know what you like, but you always know what you don't like. So I started with this really inexpensive, I don't even know where I got it. It was in my back room forever. Let me see, Greenbrier, Dollar Tree. Probably bought it for $1 because it's that old, but it probably cost you $1.25 now.
I know, right?
I heat it with my heat gun just to remove the paper. There was some cheesy paper on there. And that's what we're going to start with. And I actually I'm waiting for the new Christmas papers. So excited. I can't wait for you guys to see them. They're so good. They're so good, huh, Teri?
Oh, I can't wait. I'm already like, can we please?
I know. So we're starting with Shabby Angel. I want to say it was from last year's release, and it is number, because I know somebody's going to ask, 2481, and it is an A4 size. And we're just going to cut off the edges and kind of fit it to the paper. I've made some molds ahead of time, as you can see, and the word is out already. We're not doing traditional reds and greens. We're doing pinks because I've been kind of in a pink phase lately. So sorry, not sorry.
So
Let me see.
this is the link to the paper in Mara's store. So if you're looking for it, that's where you can find it.
You can also do a hashtag website. If you do one word, no spaces, it will also get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger with our website. And it's there under decoupage papers. All right, so we're going to have to blend some of this in, of course. Let me straighten this out and let me move this down a little bit. Oops, that did it. I did it the other day too. It's getting, my camera's getting hanky-janky on me. It's not wanting to stay.
I told Mara, I said, we got screws loose. See? We got screw looses. We got screws loose.
I knew I shouldn't have touched it. All right. Ooh, down low we go. Here, let's do this. Let's do that. There we go. There we go. Let's do that, and then I will adjust. How's that?
Well, hello, Jane. Thank you for watching us today. She says it's her first time watching us.
Welcome, Jane. Let's see. You guys let me know. Is that good? Let me see. Down, up. No, up is better.
Perfect. That's perfect
Up
right there.
All right. So I'm going to probably have to take off quite a bit of this. And I am going to put a trim. More than likely, I would rather lose the top portion of the tree than her legs. Hey, well, it's not like it doesn't happen around here. My guys, especially my ladies in my home and lifestyle group, we've chopped up horses. We just recently this week chopped up a horse.
Also, is your group open all the time, or is it just?
It was closed for a while. You know, I always say we're going to close it for a while just so that we can move in. But right now it is open. It's, you know, every once in a while I'll go through this whim and I'll go, you know what, we're just going to close for a bit. But right now we're open. We meet twice a week for about 2.5 hours. And we're doing, we do challenges. I give the girls challenges. We do prizes for the challenges. We learn a lot. We really do learn a lot. And it's a lot of fun.
So I'm going to put, this is also just on Mara's webpage, but I'm going to give you the link to go straight to it if you'd like to sign up for her private group.
All right. I managed to keep her feet. We're doing good. It's a good Saturday when you can keep your feet on. Guys, I'm a bit of a wise guy, and I love to laugh, right? Mama always said it's better to laugh than to cry. I'm actually going to
absolutely laughing.
So we're going to have to blend this paper in. So I'm going to get rid of my straight edges here. And here, and then here, and I'm not going to overthink it. Just get in there. Go to town. There we go. That looks still a little too straight. I really like to get in
Kimberly
there.
Jenkins says hello, ladies.
Hey, my friend Kim. How are you?
Nicole, I don't want to destroy your last name, Nicole, but she says, Mara, you are such a joy, my friend.
Aw. Thank you. Who's that? I don't know who said that.
Nicole, and it's La Liberté?
Yeah, there's my girl. Okay. That's how girls in Spurs. Hey, sweetheart.
I didn't want to kill her last name.
Guys. My my camera is, my project is a little bit further away from me than I'm used to, so I'm I'm kind of hovering over it, but it's all good. Sorry if my hands.
So Julie Conlon says, I'm a member of the private group. So much fun and great instruction.
She is, my girl. A lot of my OGs are here. All right, let's get some of this out. Let's lay some liquid patina down. But of course, you can use your decoupage medium of choice. And I did top coat. This was super, super porous. You guys, this is not real expensive, but it's sturdy enough. By the time I add layers on it, it's going to give it a little bit more weight to it. And that's probably too much, but that's all right.
Kathy Dean says, Mara's Home and Lifestyle private group is absolutely an amazing place for every crafter to be in. Endless possibilities and awesome teaching from a beautiful artist. Uh-oh, did we lose Mara? Mara! I'm almost wondering if somebody's called her. Mara? You know what happens is every time she's on with me, somebody calls her. So anyhow, I will just talk to you all and see if we can't get her back. There she is.
I got a phone call.
I told you guys.
And I hope they don't call back. It was my booth.
I told you guys. I said every time Mara's on with me, somebody calls her.
Oh my gosh. And it's funny because I texted my husband, poor guy, it wasn't him. It wasn't him. I texted him and I spoke to him and said, hey, I'm live at noon. And he knew that. How do you avoid that? That's just awful.
You put your phone on Do Not Disturb. That's the only way to do that.
Oh, well, it's probably too late to do that now, isn't it?
Yeah, but you need to face your camera back down, sweet Mara.
I will. Hang on.
It happened the last time to us. Do you remember? And you said,
so sorry.
What? No, I think it's hilarious. You're like we were talking about earlier. This is real life.
For sure. All right, so you see I put just a little bit at the top just to anchor it down. And you don't need to spend too much time here.
So I will tell you that everybody, all of your peeps in your private group are just giving you the most amazing comments and saying how amazing and awesome you are and how great the group is. So
I tell you what, I adore these ladies. They are just the best ever. All of everybody on our page. But you know, when you know somebody, when you spend time with people, the more time you spend with people, you know them in a different way, you know, and it just makes it really super rewarding.
Yeah. Chris Kuhn said, I was wondering, I shared this and then it went black.
Uh-oh.
It was just good. It was just the perfect timing. Chris, you didn't do it.
I'm going to use just a little bit more. And I always like to put, maybe I won't, over and under. And just a light enough coat so that if I want to put waxes, which I don't think I brought, but I might still have. Do I have? Nope, I don't. Well, we're not using those today. All right, so that's our first layer. Let's give it a little dry.
Donna Lewis says, hi, Mara.
Hi, Donna.
And Cecile Hing says, good afternoon, Mara. Your pieces are always beautiful.
Oh, thank you so much. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of blending.
I missed who it was, but someone asked where Mara is, and Mara's in Southern California.
I am. Fallbrook, San Diego County. We have a brick and mortar here right off of Main Street. Oh, I got a little piece here that didn't get down. Terry, how much time do I have?
Oh, my goodness. You're only 15 minutes in.
Nice. Right on. All right, so let's see. Let's look inside Felix's magic bag. So I always take my cues from my color palettes. Sometimes you don't always have exactly the same colors, but don't fret, my pretties. It's not that big of a deal. I'll show you a couple of really quick, easy tricks to help blend all those colors together. So get as close as you can. Clearly it's not an
Aw.
exact match, and I don't worry about stuff like that. I am going to get a little bit of a cream color because then you can pretty much lighten anything up.
So Rana Brown says, I'm back from Alaska, got COVID now, but she's glad to be able to see you today.
Oh my goodness, girl. I'm so glad you're back. I hope you had a great time. I'm so sorry that you're not feeling well.
I know.
Horrible. All right, so I always start with my lightest color, which is, of course, this, but I am going to get a paper towel.
So Barbara Anderson says, Mara has so many yummy, fun goodies in her store, and their service is impeccable.
Oh, thank you, Barbara. Yeah, we have a brick and mortar here, and we don't have a lot of peeps that come in, but when we do, I tell you what, we so enjoy seeing them because most of our friends are online.
Yeah.
All right, so you can see I'm starting to blend that in a little bit. You can use any kind of brush that you have. I like to use stencil brushes. A lot of times people will use sea sponges. You can do that too because it has a top coat on there. It really helps me to kind of move my paint around. If it's not the exact same color, then I'm not married to it. And then water is always your best friend as well. So you can always spray it down and move it around a little bit. If you get a portion that maybe looks a little too splotchy for you.
Georgianne Hillsman says, good afternoon, Mara.
Hey, Georgianne.
Is an absolute teacher. Mara is an absolute awesome teacher. Wish I had the talent she has.
So sweet. Thank you, guys.
Oh, and Cindy Jenner Wilson says, I'm new, just soaking in your process.
Nice. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
So now, just in case you are not a part of Mara's Facebook, I am going to put in her link here so you guys can make sure you're following her.
Taking some of this off, even though that's going to be covered up. All right, now I'm going to bring in, get it just a little bit dry. So that's my first layer.
Mm-hmm. Betty Hilt says, no big whoop.
No big whoop. That's right. I think people, a lot of the times we talk about it a lot in group. We call it blank canvas syndrome, where you just get paralyzed. Thank you. You just kind of get paralyzed and you buy all the stuff because there's so much inspiration everywhere. There's some amazing artists and creators in our community. There really is. And there's so much inspiration. And come on, tell me in the comments, it's true, ladies. We buy all the stuff and then we look at all the stuff and you're like, what did I buy this for? How do I use this? But wait, I really love this transfer. We just talked about this on our live yesterday. I really love this transfer, but if I use it, then I won't have it anymore. I do that with fabric, by the way. So I'm not saying I'm not guilty of that myself. I'm just saying we got to move past it. It's a sin to waste craft supplies.
Oh,
right,
yes.
Now I'm adding in this pink.
Very true. So this is so sweet. Lori from Nana's Homemade Treasures says, I know if it wasn't for Mara, I wouldn't have been able to do some of the things that I do. Between Decoupage Queen, IODs, I'm able to create beautifully. Thank you, sisters.
Aw. Lori, you're so sweet. I think Nana's Treasures is her page.
Yeah, Nana's Homemade Treasures.
Yes. All right, that's not quite dry. You really do want those layers to be a little bit drier. Now, don't forget, doesn't have to be exact because we've got trim pieces to go in here. So you're really not even going to see it a whole lot. And it's just going to be a background because we're going to add another layer on this. Pinky Swear Promise. It's going down.
Hi, Jill Humphrey. How are you?
Hi, Jill. Welcome. So another great way to.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to say another great way to incorporate some of the colors that you're using, if you don't have the exact match on your paper, is just to add some of it on top of your paper. So I'm adding a little bit of this pink here, and then I'm also kind of going in very, very lightly, and I'm adding that same color in through here.
So Kathy Dean says, it is true. I'm so guilty of buying much more than I can use, but to craft, we need stuff.
Well, we do, and that's the thing. Is that because if you're like me, you don't know what you're going to need until you need to grab it, right? And that's not the time to figure out what you need to buy, you know. But my point is, you got to use it. You got to use it up.
Gail Oliverio says, you're so talented, Mara.
Thank you. You guys are so sweet. All right. I kind of want to focus on her a little bit more. And I'm really wondering if I want to add, and this is where I may need you guys to help me out on this, because I love details. There's a lot of details in this, and this is only the first layer. But before we add that next layer, this has got to dry, and it gives me a little bit of time to work on the details on this paper. A lot of you know, especially if you've been with me for a while, I love to kind of focus in. Like there's areas, I've got some, what did I bring here? I brought some decor glue tacky because I thought, we could put a little bit of velvet powder on this collar. Right?
Ooh,
you see all these
that would
be opportunities pretty. To kind of zhuzh up these areas right in here. I think we should, ladies. What do you think?
That would be beautiful.
I think we should. But now here, because we have options, I brought the toys. I got the toys out. We have snow pen. We have glitter pens. We have contour pens. We got the goods. So let's put these to the side, and let's start with the decor glue tacky and the velvet powders. This has got to get dry on there. So maybe we can add this on and work on the other elements.
Everybody is saying yes to the velvet powder.
Yes, right? Okay. I love that. You guys, I love audience participation. You guys know me. We just did, we're almost finished. It was supposed to be a 2-part live, but it wound up, it's going to be 3 parts, but we're doing a project with some of the new things in group, and it's been a group participation project, and we've had more laughs. And I can't wait to, when we finish it, I'll post it and show you guys.
So Kim Barron says, add a crown to the girl.
I thought about that too.
Kathy Dean says, perfect, and also diamond dust on her wings.
And I was thinking the tree, and I even brought some flat back pearls.
Ooh.
That I thought might look pretty in the tree, inside the roses maybe.
Robin is here. She says it looks amazing.
Hey, Robin, how are you? Robin did a great live today.
Yes, she did.
All right, so this has got to dry.
Oh, so Cindy Jenner Wilson says, what is velvet powder, and does it dry to feel like velvet?
Oh my goodness. Where is my brown box? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Ooh, I have to tell you, Teri, that little spinner that you use.
Yes.
I saw that, and I'm not going to lie, I had spinner envy. I was like, what? Hold up, sister. I mean, your project is beautiful, and naturally that's the first thing I saw. But then I saw that it was spinning. I was like, I did a head tilt. I was like, say what? I want one of those spinners.
That's what okay, because somebody was on my live, I think it was Julie Conlon, and she says, did Mira ask you about the wheel that you use?
Oh, no, that's something
and
else.
I said,
oh, you know what? I meant to ask you about that this morning when we were backstage.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And I said, no, but I see her tomorrow. She'll probably ask me. So you meant my project spinner.
No, but I do need to ask you about the spinner wheel thing too, but I will message you after our broadcast.
Gotcha. Hello, Judy Moody.
Hey, Judy.
And Jill even says, yes, it really does feel like velvet.
I will show you because we'll have a little bit of downtime. This has got to dry. So if you've not used the velvet powder, I have to tell you, I'll tell you a little story. I kind of tell on myself often. When I first saw the velvet powder, I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The first thing I thought was, now, you know, I live in Southern California. And a lot of the times when we go over the border, you see those velvet pictures, right? And you see them in Elvis and, you know, all kinds of things. That was the first. That was the first thing that I thought of. I was like, no, I can't. I can't. I'm not going there. But, you know, I am always like, I like to practice what I preach. And I'm always pushing everybody to get out of their own way, to get out of the comfort zone, and to try to have an open mind about things. So I had to counsel myself. I said, self, you know, come on, like, be open about this. And I got to tell you, I am absolutely crazy about it now. Absolutely crazy about it. I really am.
Okay, so I guess there's so many people in the comments. So Lisa Thurin, never heard of velvet powder. Gail Oliverio, I've never heard of velvet powder.
Oh, wait. Let me show you. Once I get this on, let me brush it on, because then it has to set up. So it's a two-part thing. It does need, I like to apply it on a top-coated surface, okay? So I always apply my decoupage paper, and then I apply my medium under and over my paper. So it's always top-coated. It's dried. I applied my medium. So you're applying the decor glue tacky. Okay, you can also use this with your metallics.
So I'll tell you, Mara, when I first got a hold of the velvet powder, because you know I'm on the creative team for the Royal Court, I thought the same thing. I thought, oh my goodness, what kind of gimmick do we have here now?
Right?
What's going on with this? So I actually had a piece of glass out, and I thought, okay, let me see what this is doing. And I put a stencil on glass, and I put the velvet powder. I was taking feel this to my sons. Right? I was like, feel this. Oh my gosh, feel this.
It's amazing. So, yeah,
it is. It's pretty awesome.
I'm going to dry this just a little bit, and I'm actually going to give it a second coat because I can see some brush marks in there because my paper is really absorbent. So I really want to make sure that I get a nice even coat. So I don't mind going in there and going in again and getting another coat of the glue, basically. Now, you know, you can mix these colors. I'm looking for my pinky. Miss Ruth. May I trouble you for a minute? I think the girls secretly like when I do lives when they're not working. That pink box, the round box that's got the velvet powder on it. Oh, yeah. I mix the pink and the white velvet powder. I'm sorry, I mix one of the reds and the whites together.
And the white for pink. So, Jerry Saunders, never heard of the powder. But also, Gail, yes, sounds like velvet powder would be perfect for Santa. It is. For his amazing Santa suit. Mm-hmm.
That did turn out especially nice.
It's amazing. So you could use it through your stencils.
Oh my goodness. So Kathy Dean says, well, ladies, it's time for you to be part of Vintage Retail Therapy by Mara on her private group, Home and Lifestyle, so you'll find out all the stuff. Mara has a candy shop with all the goodies.
I sure do. All right, so that's the application. It takes, I don't know, not very long, maybe 20 minutes to dry. It doesn't take very long to dry. Let me add a little bit more here. And you know what? It's such a tiny little detail. You may not even notice it really, but to me, it just kind of makes me happy. It just does. It just does. But let me show you what it is like in up close and personal. I just did 2 projects just recently with the velvet powder. So I don't know if you can see this.
Oh, look at that box. How beautiful.
This is where I mixed the red and the white, and I pushed it through a tea strainer. And
oh my goodness. You can actually see how soft it is through the screen.
Mm-hmm. Wait till you see this one. Hold up. This is, I didn't glue the top on. Big surprise there. But this is the other one that I did. I haven't glued the topper, but I'll show you without the topper.
Oh my goodness.
This is the brown velvet powder.
Look at that. Oh, those are the new transfers.
That's
oh,
the new
how
Very Merry Christmas.
Beautiful.
And that's
Oh
the
my
brown
goodness.
velvet powder. Isn't that amazing, you guys?
Gorgeous.
And of course, there's the topper. This is what I got that spinner for, to make your spinner video with this.
Oh, see?
Yes.
That's going to be perfect.
Yes. And my little box.
It's just so convenient, right? Instead of like trying to take 18,000 pictures, you just do a little 20-second reel and then you're good to go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's work on these now.
Okay, so Brenda. I am going to give you the link to the velvet powders in Mara's store. So one moment and I'll get that for you. So let's get the velvet powders. Okay, so here is the link, and it's just a general link, so it'll take you to all the velvet powders that she has in the store.
So it's all under PentArt. It's all under PentArt. We do flat rate shipping. It's like $16, but we always refund the difference in shipping if you're only just ordering a lightweight item or maybe some stencils or something. But everything is in categories. So the PentArt is in one category. You'll find not only the velvet powders, but the dipping paints and the chrome powders, which you're going to see now if you've not used those. It's going to be one of those mind-blowing days because there's a lot of fun stuff that's going to happen on this little project. And I think this is an acorn.
Mara, do you ship to Canada?
You know what? My husband has been testing it out, and I think, Ruth, I think we do now. But it's like a two-part process because we have to call you with shipping quote from there and then invoice you for the shipping. So it's not an automatic thing, but
how would it be good? Tammy from Ladybug Gnomes would it be better for her to maybe message the store?
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly. Because right now, my husband was the one who was pushing. He was like, no, we need to ship to Canada. I was like, well, then you do it because I can't do one more thing. All right, So we're going to talk really quick. We're going to park here for a minute about dipping paint and chrome powder because a lot of you that have been with me for a while have seen me use it over and over and over. It's another one of my obsessions, but a lot of you newbies have never seen it. So it's a two-part system. Again, it's by PentArt, by the PentArt line. And it's a special paint that is to be used with these little tiny jars of goodness. And when I tell you chrome powder, it really does look like chrome. So this has already been painted ahead of time. Let me put this cap on before I spill it.
Tracy Honecker, the IOD mold that she's using right now is Holly Lane.
It is Holly Lane. Mm-hmm. And we still do have some available. It's last year's Christmas mold. All right, so I dipped it in dipping paint. I let it dry. I did a very, very light coat of wax. And now I'm putting it in the rose gold. So initially when I cast these in resin for this project, it was going to be in reds and greens. And then, like I said, I used some of that portion on another project and I kind of had to scrap it. And I had to start over again about an hour before our live. So I decided instead of doing traditional reds and greens, since I am kind of in a pink phase lately, that we're going to be doing pinks. And then the berries will be in rose gold. And then the leaves are going to be in gold.
So I just put in the link to Holly Lane on the store. So you guys can grab that if you'd like as well.
Thank you, Teri.
Of course.
Teri, I love when I'm on with you. You are just such a, I tell you what, you're just like my link angel.
So Gail wants to know, do you use the fast setting resin?
I do. I buy it in bulk, but there's a lot of good companies out there. Aluminite is probably the most common.
Yeah, I use Alumilite and Fast Cast.
I use Fast Cast in the gallon, actually, is what
Yeah.
we batch. We sell a lot of pre-made molds on our website. So sometimes we'll spend 2 days just, the girls and I will just make molds. So we buy by the gallon.
Hi, Anne. So Anne says she's a little late, but she was out at the park with her granddaughters. So happy
Aw.
times.
That's awesome. Welcome. And you're not late. You guys are never late. I'm so blessed when you come and spend time with us.
I always say we appreciate the time that you do spend with us. So
absolutely.
Cecile Hing would like to know, do the chrome powders need to be sealed?
They do need to be sealed. They do need to be sealed because if you scratch them, they will scratch off. But
they come right off.
It's going to go on a wall and nobody's ever going to touch it. A lot of the times, I don't always. But if you're going to re-gift it or resell it, absolutely. Always. Yep. Sealer is always a good idea in general, I think, if you are reselling or gifting.
So I don't know if you've tried it, but or used this one, but I have found that with the chrome powders, I like to use the Pintart, the Varnish Mist.
The spray.
Yes.
The spray is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's throw this out for discussion. For a while, I was a matte girl. I wanted everything in matte. Now, lately, I'm kind of feeling like I'm really liking the shine.
See?
What's your preference, Teri? What are you doing lately?
I was the exact same way. Everything matte, everything matte, matte, matte. But I have also, well, you've seen my pumpkins. I mean, those you don't get any shinier than that, but
right?
I do enjoy a little bit of shine lately. Even like the decoupage glue and varnish, I've been using the silky shine rather than the matte. I don't know. It's just something I just did it not even trying to do. It just, yeah.
Are we the only ones? Tell us.
I don't know. So
are we the only ones?
Gail Oliverio says she likes shiny.
Yes.
Linda Gardner is asking, do you always use wax before the chrome powder?
Always, because it needs to stick to it.
Yep.
It needs to stick to it. All right. So now I'm going to use a little bit. And the reason why, normally I would wax up the entire piece all at once. The reason I didn't do that this time is because I wanted my berries a different color. And it would have been really hard to get the colors separated out if the entire piece was filled with wax. So I actually took it, it just takes another minute, but it doesn't take that much longer. And now I could go back in with wax and be a little bit more free flowing with it.
So it looks like shiny. So Lynn Roberts says shiny. Annette says love the shine.
See?
Yeah, Jerry Saunders says love shiny. Tony Dost says depends on the project. That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Julie Conlon says I've been doing a lot of shine lately.
Just been really loving
Linda Baker says depends on the project. Some shiny, some matte. Yeah, it does depend, but usually I was matte everything.
Me too. All right, so now I'm just not a lot. So I found that when you put a lot of wax on there, it really, and you probably found this too, Teri, it dilutes your chrome powder. You need to use a lot more chrome powder. So you just need very little wax, like really
very. I always say that when I'm demonstrating this. I said, if you can, I barely dip into this wax. It's gonna, and it actually does the reverse. Sometimes when you have too much, the chrome powder just doesn't know what to do.
It almost repels it, right?
It does. Yeah. It does. Judy Moody says, love watching crafters who work with resin, and I'm new to Mara, but I think you two are my favorites for resin.
Aw, thank you, Judy. Thank you for being here. All right, now we're going to go in. I think I got
Pamela Fuqua says, I like shine because matte can get dirty, I find.
That's true too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I missed a berry. I got them on berry alert here. Hold up. I think I have a pine cone in here too that I probably should have done in brown. But that's okay. He's going to wind up being gold now.
That's kind of funny. It looks like most people are saying for the most part they kind of liked matte, and then but now has moved to shine.
So it's not just us. There's like a trend or something maybe, huh?
Maybe.
I feel like some of these may have a little bit too much wax, so I'm just going to try and distribute it with my finger. And then I'm going to probably dip my finger into my chrome powder, my gold chrome powder. These come in, I don't know how many colors. We have all of them.
Let me tell you, they come in,
I think 11, 10.
11.
Yeah. All right. So
I have doubles
dip
of a
my
couple.
finger into the wax because I just dipped my finger over the molds that had some wax in them, and you can see how it just, the wax helps. The wax basically acts as the carrier for the chrome powder. Okay, and then this is what I call the moment. And then you're just gonna kind of rub over.
I mean, look at the magic happen.
Ooh. So good, you guys. So good. Look at that. Now you can decide if you want that whole section covered in, you would use a brush. However, I actually kind of like sometimes, not always, sometimes I like letting some of that black show through. And a lot of the times it'll be determined by my piece. In this case, I'm not minding a little bit of that black showing through. It really sets it off as a nice frame.
Yeah.
It really does. And again, I love the fact that it's not in traditional greens and blues, but let's keep going. See if we can go a little faster on this.
So Jill Humphrey is saying, I know what this is, but she's saying you're really going to like the new products coming out from Pintart. Lots of new shiny stuff coming soon. Yes, yes. Uh-huh. Yep, everybody's saying, ooh, beautiful, gorgeous, lovely.
I might need a new one of these. I'm getting low. Clearly, I like this color a lot. I do use the gold a lot, and I don't know about you, but I think a little bit of bling is not just at holidays. I mean, the chrome powders and the dipping paints, they shine at the holiday. They really do. It's almost as if they were made for that. But if you're a bling girl like I am, I use them all year round.
Yes. And that's funny because I just replaced gold.
Yeah, I know I've had this forever, and I think I even spilled it once on the floor. I did. All right. I might need another one.
I know. And then some are looking at those jars. I've had the comment like, oh my gosh, they're so tiny. They go a long way, y'all.
They really
Even though they're little tiny, jars, they will last.
Well, here's what's nice about it is that the dipping paint is actually in a big jar. So you're only going to buy this once. I mean, seriously, this is the lifetime supply. But I will give you a tip on this because you don't want to get that glued shut. So put a little bit of clear wax around the lid after you open it up of your dipping paint.
Yes. I've actually transferred it into another container because Mm-hmm.
You little trickster, you.
I know. I learned my lesson. I was like, oh, yeah, no, we can't do this.
Well, I was going to say, ask me how I know that it gets stuck.
And you know what? That stuff is horrible if you get it on anything.
Oh, man, I went to my nail appointment with it all over my hands yesterday. He looked at me like, really, lady? No, thankfully, I've known him. Oh, my God, my nails are sticky now. I've known him for over 20 years. We're talking about our kids. I went with Yasmin, my daughter, and I, and we remember when I would take Yasmin after school, and his kids were running around the salon, the nail salon. This is over 20 years ago. Crazy. Now, I am going to use a brush because I feel like my fingers are interfering, and some of it's starting to go over that, over the pink. So let me get another brush.
Oh, it's not a dumb question, Judy. Judy Moody says, dumb question. What exactly is dipping paint for?
Basically, it's the base for the chrome powder. So because it works as a two-part system. I think that's the easiest way to describe it. All right, this is going to probably go a lot faster too. Are you guys getting bored watching me do this? I'm sorry.
No. It's satisfying to me when you start to see all the shine and all of it start coming together. I love it.
I do too.
Hi, Deborah. So I guess Deborah was having troubles. Looks like it wouldn't let her comment on her computer, so
oh no,
she had to come over to her phone. Deborah Bancroft.
Hey, Deborah. Welcome, everybody.
Annette says, how does it differ from waxes and or rub and buff?
Just because it really does look like chrome.
Yep.
It really does look like chrome. I have, here you go. Here's a green one right here in my little basket. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
I mean, the shine is very, very different. Look at that.
You can't get that with rub and buff. You can get a shine. You can get a shine. Just different, and I always say there's never really one product that, oh my God, this is better than everything. There's a lot of different things for a lot of different applications.
Yes.
All right.
So Rose Clemens says, watching Mara is my new therapy.
Aw. Thank you, guys.
Lisa Sagardia says that it's very relaxing watching you.
Thank you.
Hi, Martin. So Martin says it's his first time watching you.
Welcome, Martin.
Martin is across the pond.
Wow. Well, we hope you'll follow. We're live probably 3 to 4 times a week. I'm live twice in my private group. And on our page, probably about 3 times a week. We do a Q&A every Monday morning.
Which is invaluable, by the way.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you. I started doing that because I started getting a lot of the same questions. And I thought, wow, and I was really wanting to add an extra live. And I thought this would be really a great way to kind of serve everybody and help everybody kind of, get their questions without feeling like, a lot of times during a live, you don't want to ask a question or your comments don't get seen or you don't get the question answered or you get a one-sided perspective, I have managed to get all of these pieces with just that little bit that was in my jar.
See, and I like that the black underneath, it gives you that, the shadow already. It gives you the depth already. So it's perfect.
Yeah, I think it kind of grounds it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Gives it a nice solid frame.
Oh, okay. So Lynn Roberts says, I love the way Mara explains techniques. Can you tell us about your private group?
Actually, the private group started because I wanted a place to connect a little deeper within the community. And I don't like doing the same things over and over again. And I was feeling a little stagnant. And I wanted a place. There's a lot of different things that I like to do. And I wanted a place to explore that. So we do everything. I worked as a floral designer. We do florals. We've done trees. We've done wreaths and swags. We make jewelry. I love making jewelry. I love soldering. We do soldering. We do advanced techniques in stamping and clay and mold making. We did a 3D mold making class. So we do things a little bit more in depth and things that we don't do on our regular page or more in-depth projects. It's a great community. It really is. We do challenges. We've had scraps challenges. The gals, I'm so proud of them. We did a crown challenge last month. I really do need to get a video made of all those crowns. They did so good. It did so good. Anyway, We
I
would love
did
to
go
have you
ahead
join
and
us.
put the link in again for
Yeah.
Mara's group.
It's $20
So.
a month, so it's about less than $5 a class. We meet every Tuesday at 2 right now, and then that second day a week is a floating day. So if you can't join live on Tuesday, you may be able to on another day. And of course, there's always the replay. I don't think I'm going to dig into another one. I think we're just going to go with this for now, just so that we can move on. But we would love to have you. It's a small community. But we've done
Laurel McKenzie says, "Happy Saturday, Mara."
Hey, Laurel.
And Deborah Campro says, "Hello."
Hey, Deborah. Yeah, we made this in group a couple of weeks ago. This is actually resin. And we made toppers because I love bottles. All right, so now let's see what's next. Now we're going to do a little bit of stencil. I'm almost at an hour, but I promise we're wrapping it up here. We're going to set these to the side. We have to do a stencil, and then we're going to do, don't forget, we have the velvet powder to add. Let's get this back. Let's get all these edges trimmed off. I have a sanding block.
Gail is asking, what molds do you use for toppers?
I make my own. We made our own custom molds, Gail. And they're made out of resin. And a lot of them are available on our website as well. We have birds, we have a lot, the newer ones aren't, but some of the older ones are. But the new ones will be at some point. At some point. All right, so let's do a little bit of stenciling in white, and then we're going to add some snow paste. And I almost feel like we should do the velvet powder before I get my stencil on there. And it is tacky. Y'all, it's ready.
Yeah,
it's
ready.
All right, you ready? Where's my velvet powder newbies? Oh, probably a good thing to move my fan down.
So I think you might have popped on the day that I was using. Oh, you did. Remember, I was using the black and gold foil. My goodness gracious. So I even knew this was going to be a mess, but it was so hot that day. I was bound and determined not to turn my fan off.
Oh,
good
gosh.
gravy. Let me just tell you.
Oh, I can only imagine.
It was across the room.
Oh my gosh.
How come you thought that was a good idea? Why did you think it was a good idea to leave that fan on?
Don't you hate when that happens?
Oh, Mary, it was such a mess. And I knew it too. And even they were in the comments going, I'm sure glad I don't got to clean that up. And I was thinking, yeah, I know.
You know, and it's funny. It's because you know when you're doing it that you're making a mistake. And we all do it. And as you're doing it, you're like, why are you doing this? It's like you're talking to yourself. Why are you doing this? But you just, something. It's like, you know, remember that expression, the devil made me do it. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
it's like this possession comes over you and you just keep going even though you know
and you just keep going.
Yes.
And you just keep going. It's like, oh my God. And you could just see it. Yes. And then at the end, I could see that there was one like maybe on my cheek or something. And I told them, I said, you guys don't say anything. I know it's there. Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. I know.
That is
Robin, it was bad, Robin. It was bad. I mean, it was like a little, you know, it was the typhoons. It was like just spinning around me. It was horrible.
That's hysterical.
Oh, yes. Lynn's laughing. She said, I could picture it flying all over. Oh, it did. It was going all
now
over.
I almost want to go back in and catch that live. Doesn't everybody want to go back and see that now? You're going to get all kinds of tractions on that live. You know what you need to do? Wait, hold up, sister. You need to, it'll go viral. You need to make a reel of that moment.
My God.
Seriously.
And because it was the black and gold, you can literally see it swirling. It was something else. It was something else. Robin says, yes, I'm definitely going to go find it.
Oh, this is so sweet, you guys.
Look at that. Look at how, I mean, it just looks like a warm, fuzzy coat, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just awesome. So I kind of rubbed it in. I'm being gentle. Now I'm going to scoop up this excess and I'm going to put it back in my container.
Put it right back in. Oh, yeah. See, Carol was there. She said it was great, Teri. Yes, both Carols were there. Yeah, you guys seen it. It was interesting for sure.
Can you guys see that?
It's gorgeous.
I don't know if you can see the texture in that. How
you
it
can.
Just brought it out. Oh my gosh, is that just adorable?
I mean, and it makes you just want to like touch it, rub your finger
does
on
make
it.
you.
It does. You can't help it.
Project.
You just can't help it.
It's just so good. I know, like the box. I just like.
Everybody's
like
saying it's beautiful.
It's very soothing.
It is. Everybody's saying it's amazing. Oh, how beautiful.
Thank you.
Tracy Honecker says, love it. It reminds me of my childhood coats.
It's very sweet, right? Okay,
yes.
So that being said, this is kind of the plan here. I want to add a little bit of stencil in there for just a little bit of texture. I don't have a lot of room, so I may or may not leave it. I kind of feel like I need a little bit of something raised on there besides these molds. I like the black. You guys, I think we did good leaving some of that black out.
I think so too.
And I think I probably could go back in. I didn't bring my wax, but I think I can go back in and add a little bit of dark in there, some dark shading in there. So you can see, like, if you really kind of stress about your background layer, you can see how much of it you really see at the end of the day when all is said and done. So when I say just get it on there and don't stress about it, it really
you can't even tell. You would never even, I mean, I wouldn't walk up to it and go, you know what? I can see that paper ended right there. I mean, it just wouldn't happen. You can't tell.
I don't know that we have room for any of these, to be honest with you. I wanted to put a little sprig of snow kind of just going up right in through here. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I think maybe I should leave it.
Yeah, I don't think it's needed.
I don't think so. All right, but what we can do is we can get a little bit of patina. And
Kathy Dean says it looks like she's about to walk right off the paper. It does, Kathy. It makes her look real.
Really 3D, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do do we want some snow paste?
You showed it. It's just long enough. Jana wants to know what stencil you are holding, Mara.
Oh, this is one of my new designs. Is called Winter Traditions. Let me show you against the dark. So it's got a nice little variety, a little bit of snow. I mean, if I had room, that would be super cute, but I don't think there's room. I really don't think there's room, but there's some nice little flourishes in there and two different sizes.
Here's the link.
What I like to do, let me show you what my plan was. I was going to stencil it in white, and then before I lifted up my stencil, I was going to go over my stencil with the ice crystal paste, and that's really my favorite way to use that. Because it really just makes it pop right off of your paper. But I think I may go in. Let me see. I have some of these. I don't think I want to do. Let's see. I've got gold. I've got pearl. Let's see what the pearl looks like. That's pretty.
Oh, the pearl's pretty.
I could put bling. I could put real pearls in there, actually. That might be pretty. I've got them.
That might give that lift that you're wanting
I think I will.
Too.
I think I will. I've got them. I got all my goodies out. What's that little thing there? All right, and I think we need to do some diamond dust, ladies.
Lisa Thurin says, flock the tree.
Yeah, for sure. I've got the pens. I've got my snow pen.
No, Jill. Actually, that stencil is by the one and only Mara.
It is.
So that link that I gave you all is directly to that stencil. This is one of Mara's recent releases, the one she just did.
Thank you, Teri, for putting that in there.
Of course.
I'm trying to use my snow pen and it's clogged. So, let's see if I can stick that in there. We're at 1 o'clock. Let's see if we can. Oh, there we go. You know, I don't know if I want it like this.
Uh-oh. Miss Jill would like to know if you will ship that to the UK.
Oh my goodness gracious. It's a Dollar Tree thing, Jill. That's not very, it's not, I don't know.
No, I think your stencil.
Oh, the stencil. I was going to say this piece. I'm like, you don't want this. This is a Dollar Tree thing. It wouldn't be worth the shipping. You're better off to ship the products and make it. Actually, you know what, Jill? We have I believe, 3. She hasn't received her stencils, but we have 2 Canadian retailers. So if you want to message me, I'm happy to pass you on to our Canadian retailers. And I'd just as soon you go and give them some love. And this is really stuck, man.
Is Colleen one of them?
Yes, absolutely. Do you want to put
Okay.
her link in there?
Yep. Let me grab Colleen's link.
I believe she has this one. I always say you always want to call. We have about 20 retailers now for our stencils. But you can always contact them first, I would suggest, or just look on their websites just to see if they have what you're looking for. Most of them carry a nice variety. But if she doesn't have what you need, you can always ask her to order it. I'm sure she'd be happy to order it for you. I'm still trying to get this out. This is just, see if I cut this booger. Hey, Miss Ruth.
So it's called Furniture Facelift by Kobe.
By Kobe's. Mm-hmm.
And so this is the link to her store.
That one pen that we had, that crystally whatever pen. Hello. That little crystally pen. Thank you, Teri, for putting that link in there.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm gonna get another pen, you guys. This one is kaput.
The snow crystal pen?
Yeah, sure, that'll work. Thank you, doll.
Where did you get the metal top? Nora, are you talking about the bauble? I think that was on the bauble.
It was. This is what it looked like prior. That's what it looked like prior. Truth be told, I wanted to cover that in clay. And I never did. So before I glue that on, I might not glue this on. I was thinking about covering that in clay and then stamping into it. But let's get first things first. Whoops,
there you go. That one works.
Did you
good.
see that? Right? Did you see that? So I'm just going to take these this is what I love about a lot of these papers. They have the shading and everything already in there for you. So it really takes a lot of the guesswork out. You know, when you're wanting to add shadows and things, a lot of the times just use the shadows that are already there in the paper. Teri, do you do that too?
I sure do.
You do. I mean, it just makes it so easy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, Nora. So she got the bauble came like that when she bought it from the Dollar Tree.
Yes, it did come like that. Now, I could have put snow on her dress. I could have used this and put it on her collar. If you didn't want to use the velvet powder, this would be another great option because it will look like a little snow collar.
So she's using that's the snow pin, right?
This is the snow crystal pen.
Yeah. So
and it's the same, very similar to this product. This is a paste, but this just makes it just a nice, easy application because it's got that nice tip on it.
It's perfect for what she's doing. When you want that precision, it's perfect. So, and of course, I have that for you too. So here you go.
There's my link, Jeannie.
Sheila, you are watching us live, my friend. We're not on replay. So hello, Sheila Teagan.
Welcome. All right, this goes here. Come on. All right, what's next? Let's do diamond dust. Ooh. Of course, we have pearls. I got these little tiny pearls. And you guys, look what I found. Actually, while that's wet, let me do my diamond dust because I want to add a little bit on that tree as well. So
I was saying on my live last week, I said, I can't believe I'm pulling out all my Christmas stuff already.
I know.
I can't believe it's that time again already.
I know. And here's the thing is that in another week or two, we're going to be so sick of doing Christmas.
Right? I think
going back and forth. I've been trying to throw in a little fall in there.
I think I did a couple of Halloween and I went, all right, yep, had enough of that. So now I've done, I've done 1 or 2 Christmas and I'm like, yep, I'm thinking the same. Okay, we're going to need to move maybe to fall because I'm going to get burnt out.
Yeah, I did. I think 1 or 2 ornaments. I'm like, yeah, that'll get burnt out fast. And then I did like you, just kind of going back and forth. But we're going to be throwing full-blown Christmas in another couple of weeks. So we really should be taking a break.
Yeah, Lisa, the links do take you out of the live. I just put the links there because they're always going to be there in the comments. So when the live is over, you can go through and find exactly what you need.
Do you know what you can also do that works really well? If you put in hashtag replay, one word, no spaces, you'll get your link right into your Facebook Messenger of our website. And then you can just go in and open your messenger whenever you're ready. And the link will be there for you.
Easy peasy.
A little bit.
Julie Conlon, please be careful. She says, I might lose you. These hurricane winds are picking up.
Oh my goodness.
Please be careful, friend. Luann Vassallo is asking, Mara, did Rich make it home?
He did. He's got to go back, though. Our refrigerator is broken, and now he's got to go back for a repair.
Ann Shellhammer says, my granddaughter says it looks good.
Oh, how sweet. All right, so let's get a little bit of diamond dust.
Oh, yes.
On our wings. A little bit on our tree. I don't want a lot as I go piling it on my board. No, but I only put a little. So here's the thing is that if you only put a little bit of top coat, if you pile on your top coat, you're going to get a lot on there.
Yeah.
But if you just do a very, very light, then you'll just get a little bit of a shimmer. But I do need to tell you, though, you do not want to use this around children or pets because it will cut you. So that's always my disclaimer when I use diamond dust, especially for those of you who've never seen it before, because we're like, ooh, sparkly.
Yeah.
But
you definitely don't want the kids rubbing their fingers on this or anything like that. That it will cut. Mm-hmm. It has glass in it. Mm-hmm. So look at that. Look at all that twinkle.
Can you see by adding that diamond dust over that snow pen, how it just stuck on there?
Yes.
And it just looked like clumps.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Really pretty. All right, let's close that up. Let's get this put away before I drop it someplace. So a lot of times I bring my dog, so I'm always careful what's on my workstation.
Mm-hmm.
So these are great for catching your diamond dust, and they have these little stoppers here, and then you can just pour right into. You can get these. Wilton has them in the baking section. They tend to be a little bit bigger in the baking section. They'll use them for like sprinkles and things. But also Michael's, Joann's, they have them in the scrapbooking section as well. So this one is from Celebrate It. So this is from the but other people have them. All right, let's add.
Someone is asking. Oh, Gail is asking, is that ornament available now? I thought you said you got it maybe last year.
I did get it last year, but they have them all the time.
Yeah, they do
all the time. All right, I feel like I want a little bit more sparkle in here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Vera. She says you're the only crafter that's mentioned that about the diamond dust. So thank you.
Wow, you're so welcome. All right, so here it says Merry Christmas, and you can't really see it. So I'm just going to highlight this. Maybe. Yeah, there you won't really see it a whole lot again, but I just love the details. I love all these little details. You know, and then you could even say if you wanted to add a little bit of bling in here. Just a little bit. Where else could we add bling? You could even actually, you could actually color that in a little bit right in there. I don't have any paint with me. That's not true. I got this. Let's color this in. That might be kind of pretty. No, you can't really notice it. No, that didn't really do anything. But all right, let's see. Do we have room for embellishing?
Lisa Thurin saying crown.
Crown. Oh, I didn't bring a crown, but she definitely needs one. But I tell you what I do have. I do have these. And this might look really cute on her coat. Look at these, like little tiny bows.
Oh my goodness.
There's like little white ones and pearl ones. You could put one right there on her. Look at that. Isn't that cute?
How cute. Oh, that's so cute.
Or we have this little tiny black one.
Are those like little nail?
I think so, Terry.
Yeah.
You guys, I kind of like the little black one.
I like the black one because it shows. Yeah.
It's going to tie in with this really nicely. And I'm going to let this dry. Otherwise, this is going to smash that.
Yep. Everybody says adorable. That is perfect.
Perfect there. All right, let's try this. I'll tell you what, I love these little pens. You know what, should have probably done it in gold. These little glitter pens are perfect when you have little details that you want to accentuate, like maybe the edges of her wings.
Ooh. Yeah, pulls it right up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're similar to stickles, but they're not stickles, Lisa.
They have a lot of pigment in them, and they dry very, very shiny. They don't dry clear. Some of these dry clear with a little bit of sparkle. But yeah, I would say it's very similar.
Yeah.
All right, but I do need to dry this though because it's going to get smashed. Let me show you up close.
So darling, I love it.
Let that dry. We'll put that together. Any questions?
What are they called? Are you talking about the pins?
It's the glitter pens, the Pentart. So these are all under Pentart in our website. I only carry, I want to say I carry red, gold, and silver. The chrome powders we have in all colors. The velvet powders we have in, I would say, probably close to all colors. Oh, and we didn't add the pearls in there, but I can do that after, you guys. We're at an hour and 15 minutes. I can do that after, and I'll post a picture. Now, you could take that, and I have some leftover. You could take that pink, mix the red and the white velvet powder, and you could have even done her bow.
On her tie, yes.
On her tie. And I may go back in and do that because I have some left over from the last mix that I had. I save it because it's kind of a pain in the tushy to mix it all up. I do it through a real fine tea strainer.
Yeah, I save them too because
I save them too, and I don't throw anything away though. All right, let's.
I don't either. Down. You know what? Even yesterday, I had a little extra paint, and I don't know if anybody caught it, but I scooped it up and put it back in my. So yes, absolutely, the velvet powders are mixable. 100%.
Yes.
100%.
I make my own colors all the time. I mix the red and the white to make this beautiful pink for this box. So I don't always use them as is. You can make, there is a gray, but if you didn't have a gray, you can mix the black and the white together.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Wendy Martin is asking where you got the cute little bows from.
Actually, I got those off of Temu, believe it or not. I went down the little Temu trail.
Lisa,
you could probably find them on Amazon. I would say look under nail charms.
I don't know why you've never seen me craft. I don't know. I'm on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time.
I think that is just so cute. All right, this one I'm not going to glue down because I want to cover up this silver part. That's going to bother me. It looks a little cheesy. But the rest of it we're going to glue down. Teri does the most amazing projects, and they're unique. And she shows them off so beautifully with her little spinner at the end.
Thank you. Thank you.
They're beautiful.
You know what? I honestly, the whole picture thing, right? Because I had these like boxes, and I'm like, okay, turn it, take a picture, turn it, take a picture, turn it, take a picture. And I thought, there's just got to be an easier way to do this.
Right. I agree.
And honestly, you know, the book, it actually favors reels more than just pictures. So,
yes,
you know, so it's easier for us, and it, you know, they tend to be a little more friendly to the reels. So,
all right.
Aw, thanks, Annette. Yes, the pumpkins. The pumpkins.
Did you do a project with the pumpkins?
I did you know, the black and white pumpkins. Did you see?
It was yes, loved it.
So Julie Conlon, because when I say pumpkins, I say pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Because my sister-in-law used to call the boys pumpkin heads. So yeah. Thank you guys. You guys are so sweet.
They are. We have the best peeps in this community.
Yeah, we do.
This is the Holly Lane, and it's not sticking real quick, so I'm trying to hold it down so that it adheres, so that when I pick it up, it doesn't fall off my board.
Sure, I can't pin my page, but I can put my link in there for you guys, and you guys can find me a little later if you'd like, but I appreciate it. And that's me. So thank you.
Nope. Let's go here. And then it's like trying to put a puzzle piece together.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'm just going to go there. And then I guess I can add this little piece there. There you go. No one will ever know but us. All right.
No one will never know except Mara's 18,000 followers.
Right. But don't tell anyone.
But don't tell. Shh.
But
It's our
don't
little
tell.
secret.
I need a
Good
little bit of hot
morning,
sauce.
Jessie from Australia.
Hey, Jessie. Good morning.
Oh,
Thanks
thank you
for being
guys.
here.
Gail is asking, are you using Tight Bond? And that's
I
what
am.
it looks like. Yeah.
I am, yes. Oops. I like it because it typically sets up quickly. Although it's being a bit persnickety today.
There's my word.
Persnickety.
Persnickety.
But you're right. I'm not mad at it.
No, did you see that? I was just
Yeah.
going to say.
Not mad at it. You guys, what do you think? I like it. I love that little black peeking through.
I
I'm not
love
gonna glue
it.
this on because I want to address that because this looks a little cheesy. That makes it look like a Dollar Tree plaque, but the rest of it, I think,
with
is
that
good.
in the back. Yeah.
For sure.
This.
So before that gets glued down, I'm probably going to cover that in clay or at least paint it. And I might pick that up a little bit, and then I'll be able to add this piece in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Like that.
Yep.
Hang on. I think I'm still short. Now that ain't right, is it?
Is it the single? Is it supposed to go long ways? Maybe the single. Yeah. Is it supposed to go lengthways like that?
Yeah, but
Instead
that's not
of
where I'm short. Hang on, I'm short on this side, but I think I'm just going to put the one in there. Just put the one to fill in. There. And that one already had glue. I might have to heat this and throw a little bit of hot glue on there.
So Lisa, if you don't have Tight Bond, you can use, if you have heavy body gel, you
Absolutely.
can use hobby glue. I mean, you use what's good for you, what you have.
Use what you have available.
Yeah.
Is what I always say. I'm gonna use what you got kind of gal.
Yeah.
There.
There you go.
There you go. Now we got to just make sure it stays on for a second. And I'm actually going to turn it this way. Oop. They're not setting up. And I'm not going to even dare pick this up. You know that. We're not. We're not. Y'all. Guys. All right, let's do a quick backdrop. We started with rice paper, decoupage paper, $24.81 in an A4 size in a Dollar Tree, simple Dollar Tree base. We added, what did we add? Just blended some colors. Actually, this was my color scheme right here. So it was like a rose gold and like a taupe color. But, go ahead and use what you got. And you can see the background really doesn't matter by the time you add all the other layers to it. We used the dipping paint, black dipping paint, and the chrome powder in rose gold for the berries and gold for the leaves. We also used, what else did we use on
velvet powder?
Velvet powder, glitter paint in silver, diamond dust, and I am going to add a little bit of pearl on there, but I will lift it straight up so you guys can see it a little bit closer. Right there.
Look at all that twinkle. Isn't it gorgeous, you guys? Oh my goodness. It's beautiful.
I love the velvet powder on there. And then look at that little Merry Christmas, how it's kind of framed in that little bit of silver. Just really gives it makes it pop off your paper, where before I almost felt like you didn't even notice it before. And then that diamond dust, again, that silver around her wings makes it pop even more. So it does really gives it
I mean, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
Thank you.
So let me say hello. So, as usual, we have to add the wheel on screen and pick a lucky winner. So, let me wish you all a good luck. And I just need to add somebody. I just seen somebody said that they did all the things. So, alrighty, let's add the wheel on here. All right, guys. So, let's do a little shuffle it up and good luck.
Come on, come on, come on, Teri. That's the wheel that I wanted to talk to you about. I need to know how to do that wheel.
Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Jamie she's lucky, I swear. There's a couple of you all who need to buy lottery tickets.
Jamie, welcome. I mean, congratulations.
So please email me at Teri, Teri, 1R, y'all. You guys, please, 1R at decoupagqueen.com and send me your address and we'll get out your goodie bag. There's a little Troy boy. He's got to always say hello. So, Mara, once again, you just, you never disappoint. You always
so sweet.
Bring us so much fun and awesome things. So, and I think you showed people a lot of things today that they weren't even aware of. So it's always amazing.
If you have any questions, you can always message me. We do our Q&As every Monday morning. So today's Saturday. Tomorrow we'll submit a post for submit your questions. So you would submit your questions there. That'd be a great place. If you had any questions from today's live, it'd be easy for me to see and really address. And then we answer them live and in real time. We send out a happy mail. We talk about the week. And blah, blah, blah.
What was the hashtag that they can use to get all the links that I get put in for?
Website, one word, no spaces. Hashtag website, WEBSITE will get you a direct link into your Facebook Messenger with our website. And then everything is in categories, print art, papers, paint, IOD, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
But thank you so much for having me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us. It's always such a pleasure spending Saturday mornings with you. God bless you guys. Make it a great day.
Yep. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and we'll talk to you all very soon.
Thank you. Ciao. Bye.